Hi dear friends, welcome to my class. Let us discuss some points on quadratic equation. Here the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here the value a, b and c are constants. Constant means any numbers. The variable is x here. X is a variable which you are going to find out in this quadratic equation. Quadratic equation for this type where the value power of x is 2, we get the value answers 2 for this quadratic equation. The very important point in quadratic equation is here a is never 0. A is never 0. B and C can be 0 or not. But A is never 0. If A becomes 0, the equation comes out from quadratic equation and it goes in linear equations. Let us see the types of this quadratic equation in details. Here the quadratic equations, to solve them, have three methods. First is factorization method, which is also called as splitting middle term, and the second is completing square method, which is also known as perfect square method, and the third one is formula method. Here the simplest method is the factorization method. In factorization method, we have to split the middle term and get the answers. Let us see how can it be solved for a simple example. Let us consider a simple example as x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Here let us see the value. If you compare this quadratic equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, we get the value as a is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 5 and c is equals to 6. Here you have to split 6 the value of c such that its sum comes the value of b. Let us split. There are various ways to split the value of c in different ways. Let's see that 6 1s are 6, 3 2s are 6, and 3 2s are 6 or 2 3s are 6. Let us see which matches them correctly. Let us check out the value 3 into 2. The value 3 into 2 gives you 6, and the sum 3 plus 2 is 5, but it is not negative. If we need a negative over here, the number of these two, one of that must be a negative. So I think this will not work over here. Let us see another value as 6 into 1. 6 1s are 6. Let us see if I got them both negative. If I take them both negative, the value becomes positive 6 1s are 6, and the sum becomes minus 7, and which is absolutely wrong over here. So we have to consider 3 into 2 itself. Let's see how it is taken 3 into 2, both negative. Here 3 2s are 6, minus into minus will be plus, and minus into minus plus, 3 plus 2 is 5, greater number is minus 3, the answer is minus 3. So splitting with minus 3 and minus 2 will get the answer. Let us see how it will be solved. X square minus 3x is 5 minus 5x is split as minus 3 and minus 2. Minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 is equals to 0. Here you have to pair them in this way. So the common in between this is x, and we take x, remaining is minus 3. In between 2 and 6 we get 2 as the common term, and x minus 3 in the bracket. Here take the two common brackets as x minus 3 and the rest is x minus 2 equal to 0. Let us equate them to 0. X minus 3 equal to 0 or x minus 2 equal to 0. So we will get x equals to 3 when you send it on that side. It changes its sign, which gives a positive. Or x is equals to 2 when the negative 2 goes on that side, becomes positive. So you get the two answers as x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 2 are the answers for this. They are also called as the roots of this quadratic equation. So So let us see, my dear friend, this method is called as a splitting middle term or factorization method. Now it's time to see the problem in perfect square method. Let us see the same example using the complete square method or perfect square method. Let us see. Dear friends, let us consider the same example for complete square method or perfect square method. See, for perfect square method or complete square method, very important thing is that you must make the value of a as 1 such that here it is already we have taken value of a as 1 and keep your c on the right hand side. Example, we can make this equation as x square minus 5x is equal to minus 6. Because this positive 6 goes on that side, becomes negative 6. You consider this as your equation number 1. Now the time comes for the third term for this. Now we can say the third term half into coefficient of x square. You have to take half into coefficient of x square as the third term for this equation. This gives you half, and the coefficient of x is minus 5. It's a square, my dear friends. So this gives you minus 5 upon 2 square is nothing but 25 upon 2. The third term is 25 upon 4. Now the time comes to add this equation number 2 on your equation number 1 on both sides. You have to add this third term in equation number 1 on both sides to get your answer. So we can have an example here, adding your equation number 2 in equation 1 on both sides. This gives you x square minus 5x plus 25 upon 4 is equals to minus 6 plus 25 upon 4. Here you have to reduce it back, so that gives you x minus 5 upon 2 bracket square, and here you have to take the cross multiplication for this. You get 1 upon 24. So see this 6 4s are 24, negative 24 plus 25 upon 4. Sorry my dear friend, this is 4, and minus 24 plus 25 is 1 and rest is 4. So we get x square minus 5 upon 2 bracket square is equal to 1 upon 4, and this gives you x taking square root on both sides. This gives you x minus 5 upon 2 is equal to plus or minus 1 upon 2. So simply you send this value on that side and you can calculate it easily. So this gives you negative 5 upon 2 becomes 5 upon 2 plus or minus 1 upon 2. This gives you, this is a sum, you take consider 1, that is 5 plus 1, or x is equals to 5 minus 1 upon 2. This gives you 6 upon 2, and this gives you the same answer as we got with factorization. And here x is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4 upon 2 means x is equal to 2. Dear friends, you can observe clearly that you are getting the same answer of this quadratic equation also when we solve with your perfect square method. Now the third method, let us see if this concept is completely clear. Let us see by using formula. The same formula, the same problem with formula method, where x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 using the formula. For formula method, we have to use the formula. We have to compare this equation with a is equals to 1, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, so that we get a is equal to 1, b is equals to minus 5, and c is equals to 6. Now using this values a, b and c in formula method, we get as x is equals to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Equating all these values of a, b and c from this to this, we get a minus of minus 5 plus or minus under root minus 5 square minus 4 into 1 into 6 whole upon 2 into 1. This gives you minus into minus 5 plus or minus root negative 5 square is 25 minus 4 6 are 24 upon, we'll get 22. This is 5 plus or minus root 25 minus 4, 24 is 1 upon, that is 2. 5 plus or minus 1 upon 2, that's the value of x. Now further, when you solve this problem as x is equals to, by splitting this plus or minus in either all other different sides, we get 5 plus 1 upon 2, or x is equal to 5 minus 1 upon 2, that is here 6 upon 2, x is equals to 3, or x is equal to 4 upon 2, or x is equal to 2. Dear friends, you can observe over here the same answer occurs using formula method also. Thank you, my dear.